What's up? The 2023 NFL Draft might be in the books, but it's never too early to talk about next year's NFL Draft. You're watching Chicago Bears Now. I am Harrison Graham, and the reason it's never too early, especially for this franchise, is the Bears have 2 first-round picks. Next year, they have a second and a third-round pick. So we're going to do a 3-round mock draft for 2024 based on Super Bowl 58 odds. So that's how the picks will be broken down here, where the Bears will be selecting. Keep in mind that these mock draft simulators, these prospect rankings, I mean, they really don't even exist yet. The simulators are out there, but there has not been deep analysis by really any draft analyst yet. It's all projection right now, so take that with you as we go through this. All right, round 1, pick number 5. This is actually via Carolina, so they have the 5th worst Super Bowl odds. Brock Bowers, the tight end out of Georgia. If you don't know the name, learn it. Remember how much we were talking about Darnell Washington, raving about him? Brock Bowers is a much better prospect than Darnell Washington. If he was draft eligible this year, he would have been the first tight end off the board. I mean, look at what this kid has done. You look at back in 2021 as a true freshman, the guy had almost 900 yards and 13 touchdowns. This year, 942 yards, became even more of a weapon. Had less touchdowns, but that's neither here nor there. 4 rushing touchdowns, by the way, in 2 years. They put this guy on jet sweeps. That's how athletic he is. I mean, usually it's little, 5'10" receivers running 4.3 40s. I know Brock Bowers at 6'5", 250 or whatever is running jet sweeps, inside the red zone. I mean, this guy is an absolute beast. If you aren't a big college football fan, go watch Georgia in the fall. First of all, they're just damn good. And second of all, Brock Bowers is the real deal. I mean, I saw him play in the national championship, and my TCU Horned Frogs got eviscerated. And watching that dude in person was impressive. He could be a top 5 pick. Like, this would not be a reach, in my opinion, if he has another big year. Good blocker, even better receiver. You pair him with Cole Kmet at tight end, look out. What is your favorite 2024 draft prospect? Who is it, I should say? Maybe it's Marvin Harrison Jr. Maybe it's one of the quarterbacks, even if you don't want the Bears to draft one. Caleb Williams, pretty fun to watch. Let me know who your favorite 24 draft prospect is. All right, we get to the Bears' own first-round pick, one of my favorite ones to watch, Dallas Turner, the edge out of Alabama. Obviously, all eyes were on Will Anderson this year, but Dallas Turner is the next guy. I mean, in 2 years, he's had 12.5 sacks, 18 tackles for loss, 2 fumble recoveries. He should really have a big year for Bama, especially replacing Anderson. He's going to be that guy coming off the edge for the Crimson Tide. And if there's one thing the Bears didn't address heavily this offseason, it's that edge position. DeMarcus Walker, you got on a 3-year deal, so he's going to be around. But other than that, I mean, Rasheem Green, 1-year deal. Travis Gibson, last year of his rookie contract. Dominique Robinson, he'll still have years left on his rookie deal, but he was a 5th-round pick last year. You didn't draft a single edge. I mean, it's clearly the biggest need right now for Chicago after what they've done so far this offseason. And Ryan Poles has said, yeah, we weren't going to be able to fix everything in one offseason. While I hope he signs a vet or 2 between now and week 1 this year, probably not long-term solutions, even like a Yannick Ngakoue. It's probably a 1-year deal. Jadeveon Clowney, same deal. But you could double down on edge next year in the first round. I would expect drafting one in the first round is the heavy favorite early on here based on what the Bears roster looks like. And Dallas Turner is a guy that is a speed rusher that can really get after the quarterback. So remember the name. He is someone to watch. Share this video on Facebook. You can obviously share it on Twitter too, but Facebook, I want you guys to share it over there. All you got to do is click the share button, select the Facebook icon, and then click post to Facebook. Spread the word here on Bears Now, and help us out by spreading the word and sharing this video all over social media. I would greatly appreciate it. Round 2, pick number 44, Cooper Beebe, the offensive guard for Kansas State, who could have come out this year and probably been a top 75 pick. He opted to go back to college. I think he'll be one of, if not the top interior lineman next year. Now, he's about 330, so maybe he's a little heavier than Poles would like on the interior. It'll depend on how he tests athletically. I'll be honest, I'd be guessing at what his athletic testing would look like right now, but I do know he's a damn good player. Now, you look at the interior and you're probably saying, Harrison, Tevin Jenkins, Nate Davis, I mean, those are your guards moving forward. Yeah, you maybe, but maybe not, right? I mean, we still don't know completely how this regime feels about Tevin Jenkins. They didn't draft him. Remember last year leading up to the season, there was all that trade buzz. Maybe they'd move him. seemed like they weren't sold on him. Obviously, he went on to have a good year, but you compile that with some injury concerns he's had with the back and neck. It's very possible they don't view him as a long-term fit. Cody Whitehair, Lucas Patrick, those are guys that could be gone. Now, I'm not sure Beebe could kick into center, but the point is, adding an interior guy next year is probably going to make sense, whether it's at center, at guard, or both. So I think that getting someone here in the second round could be just what the doctor ordered. So I'm going to add Cooper Beebe to this offensive line. And look, I think Ryan Poles is, he's going to continue to evaluate the offensive line because he's got an offensive line background, and improving that unit's going to make this team better. Do you want more Bears draft content? Like, if you do, and we can do some more 2024 Bears content. It's not going to be as much as we've been doing, obviously, but if you want us to mix in a segment here and there, or even do some more 2023 Bears draft content, like some more videos reacting to the draft class and stuff like that, let me know and prove it by subscribing. If you don't want to, let me know in the comments. I'll be reading them, and if you're like, hey, I'm tired of the draft stuff, just let me know, and we'll kind of scale it back a bit. I thought we'd do an early 2024 mock at least, and kind of take a stab at this thing, but we want you guys to have input on our content here, so go ahead and weigh in the comments. All right, last pick here. We're just doing 3 rounds. We're not going round 7. I mean, that's a bit extreme this early on. Jack Sawyer, the edge out of Ohio State. A lot of you guys in Big Ten country should be familiar with him. He's a little lighter. He's about 6'4", 240. You know, typically a Matt Eberflus scheme defensive end, 255, 260 plus is where they sit. But, he could still fill out his frame at 6'4". Last year he had 6.5 TFLs, 4.5 sacks. I think he'll have a bigger role for this Ohio State defense. Now, they also have JT Tuimoloau coming off the edge. He could be a guy to target in the first round potentially, but I view Sawyer as a breakout candidate in college football in 2023. He's going to be a guy that I'm watching out for. He's athletic. He can even, I think, dip into coverage every once in a while if you really needed him to. Now, again, he may not be the ideal 4-3 fit. We'll just have to wait and see. Maybe he puts on 15 pounds, though. Maybe he is. A lot of these guys really beef up in that third year in college. So something to monitor. Obviously, Ohio State is poised to be a really competitive team once again. I saw a mock draft where they had 8 guys go in the first round. So even though Stroud and a couple other guys are gone, they've got a lot of talent coming back, including Jack Sawyer. All right, what was your favorite pick from this 3-round mock for 2024? If it's Brock Bowers type BB, I think he's the most fun pick. If it's Dallas Turner, probably the biggest impact pick type DT. If you want to get one of the beefy boys up front, Cooper Beebe type CB, or if you think it's Jack Sawyer type JS. BB, DT, CB, JS, drop some initials in the comments below. All right, folks, appreciate all of your support throughout this draft, throughout other videos. Subscribe. It's youtube.com/BearsNow. More videos to come. And again, if you want more draft content, let us know. If you don't, let us know as well, and we'll evaluate based on your guys' response. Appreciate all the support here on Bears Now.